What's up, YouTube? Fishing 704 here with a new series. Instead of me doing a species Tuesdays, I'm gonna do a species talk. So pretty much one day out the week, every week, I'll talk about a species in the aquarium. But before I start that, as you can see, my coolie loaches is coming out to eat. That's two of them. Three of them was just out. I don't know where the third one went. It's eating. And what I feed them is this, shrimp pellets. Oh, there go the third one right there. Yeah, so, enough of that. In this species series, not species series, species talk, I'm gonna talk about the clown Pleco. Now, is this possibly the worst Pleco ever? Because in my opinion, I've had this guy for a little over 2 weeks now, and this is my third time seeing him. And this is actually my first time seeing him out and about. I never even seen him eat. I actually thought he was dead. So I took the tank apart the other day, and I just found him under his driftwood. So yeah, I'm excited that he's not dead, but this might be the worst Pleco. And matter of fact, this is the worst Pleco I've ever owned. It don't eat algae. I never see this guy. I never seen it eat. So I thought maybe I don't like the food that I feed it. So I did some research, Google and YouTube, and they told me that these guys eat lettuce and cucumbers. So I just stick the piece of lettuce next to it on the fork so it won't float up. And this guy still isn't eating. But I'm a little bit worried about it, but I'm kind of not, because these guys are called wood eaters. So pretty much they're known for eating wood. And I guess that explains why for these past 2 weeks he spent his time hiding under this wood. He probably was just eating. And okay, and I also did some research, and it say a lot of people pretty much say that the clown Pleco is useless, that they don't eat algae, considering that they only stay on the wood and eat the wood. And so yeah, so if you're looking for an algae eater, never get this fish. I repeat, never get this fish. And if you like to see fish, never get this fish. I wish I never got this fish, because in 2 weeks I only seen it 3 times, and it's the first time I actually seen it out. That's crazy. Okay, now as far as how big they grow, they grow 3 to 5 inches. Not 3 to 5 inches, 3.5 inches to 4 inches, which is 8.75 to 10 centimeters. And is able to live happily in a wide range of water parameters. Even the wild ones are very durable. They come from soft, natural waters in the river of Indonesia. I'm sorry, not Indonesia, Venezuela and Colombia. And they pretty much could be kept in any tank. They're very peaceful fish. They don't do anything but stay on the bottom pretty much of the tank. And they only get territorial if there's more than one male and even more than one female. So they'll get territorial towards each other and pretty much show who's the dominant one, as any fish would. And you could keep them in any tank except for like African cichlid tanks where the fish could get big enough to eat these guys. Now, as far as breeding, this is actually a very difficult task. There's like a certain week in the spring where you have to drain the water 30 to 50% and then replace the water with RO water or rainwater. And even if you get successful with doing that and actually breeding them, to actually raise the fry is probably even more difficult, I heard, as far as in all the forums that I read and all the videos I watched. So if you're looking to breed these guys, it's gonna be a task of its own. Okay, and the minimum tank size for the clown pleco is 20 gallons. And for each additional clown pleco, try to have an extra 10 gallons. That's just so that there's enough room for each fish to have its own territory. They will hang out on the side of the tank, but mostly the bottom of the tank where algae and primary driftwood is located. The primary diet is driftwood, so that pretty much explains why my guy only eats driftwood. But they need to supplement the diet with vegetations, so add algae wafers or fresh vegetables like cucumbers and lettuce, and yeah, pretty much just do that. But for some odd reason, my guy, he don't eat anything but the driftwood. And when I say eat driftwood, don't get too scared. Don't think that these guys would actually mess your driftwood up and you'll see a big hole in the driftwood. They just eat the algae and all the tannins that's on the driftwood, and pretty much all the decay that grows on the driftwood. That's all they eat. Okay, if you want to determine the sex of these guys, it's actually very hard. So you just got to get a group of them, and if you could get them to mate, that's very hard, then that's how you would determine the sex. What else could I say? Their lifespan is approximately 10 years, but it's been cases where they actually live longer than 10 years. They like a pH of 6.8 to 7.6. So yeah, they have a wide range. So these are pretty much one of the most hardiest fish you could keep. They like to be in temperatures from 73 degrees Fahrenheit to 82 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 23 degrees to 28 degrees Celsius for you Celsius guys. And that's pretty much it with these guys. Like, if you're looking for an algae eater, in my opinion and many other people's opinion, don't get the clown pleco, as they only eat driftwood. Well, they mainly eat driftwood. And it's been, people say that they do climb up on the side of the tank, but mine never did in 2 weeks. It just stays underneath my driftwood. And if you could get them to eat lettuce or cucumbers, do so. Mine, I can't get him to do it. I can't even get him to leave the driftwood. It's like my first time actually seeing this guy outside of the driftwood. Like I keep saying, this is my third time seeing him in 2 weeks. He stays underneath that driftwood, so I don't know. This was like I don't know. But I leave that up to you guys to decide. This video is running long, If you like these species talks, please comment, rate, and subscribe. Also like, if you like what I'm doing, once again, like, rate, comment, subscribe, do whatever you gotta do to support my channel. I don't get paid for this, so everything is out of pocket. That's why it's taking so long to complete the tank. But later. Have a great day.